QE has a very proven, successful track record on delivery of such projects like this. We've just finished an industrial project, as luck would have it, in Canberra, and we far out exceeded the projected IRRs that we went forward with in the IM. And we see this project as a very clear case where we can add value for the tenant and work with the tenant to extract value for them. And that will in turn give the investor a greater capital growth over the life of the project. 8 Dunlop Court, Bayswater is an industrial property. It has 60,000 square metres of land and 24,919 square metres of net lettable area.
It's a recognised industrial location, and long-term view of that is that there'll be a connector that goes from Eastlink to Western Ring Road, which will really consolidate Bayswater further as a recognised industrial location.
We'll be borrowing $5.7 million from one of the major banks at an LVR of 60%, and this debt is non-recourse to the investors.
On the site there's 2 tenants, and Vans Belting is the major tenant with over 90% of the net lettable area, and Rapid Pacific Roll has the balance of the space, 9.7%.
Both tenants are midstream of 15-year leases, so they're substantial tenants on substantial leases. Both leases expire in 2017.
So we have a 5.5-year WALE on this asset. The major tenant, Vans Belting, has been there for well over 10 years. Before that, the site was owned by Goodyear and Dunlop, and that goes all the way back to the 50s. The net rental for this property is what has attracted me to it. At the moment, we're buying it on a just over a 10% passing yield.
And next year in 2012, there's a full open market review, which gives us the ability to reset the rent at a current market level.
Quintessential receives a success fee, which is 30% of the excess internal rate of return above 12%. If the asset does not deliver an internal rate of return during the term of the asset to the investors of 12%, we get no fee whatsoever.
The beauty of this opportunity is the multiple exit strategies. It's one of the keys with any opportunity, is looking forward to how you are going to exit and crystallise your gains. With this, there are multiple opportunities, and all of them create very good investment returns for our investors.
Why I believe this is a sound investment is because it relates back to one of the major points of why we buy property. Is we like to buy on a rate per square metre that is below replacement cost. We're only paying approximately $159 a square metre, and that's for the land. So we're getting all the improvements for nothing, but market indicators show that the land should be worth $170 a square metre to $250. So we're getting all the improvements, the tenant, the cash flow, the incentive, the holding costs for nothing, and still getting the land at a discount. We're buying this site for $381 a square metre on a net lettable area basis. Now, the average capital value in the market reports for similar type property in that location is $750. So we're buying way under replacement cost, and that's where we're going to add value. We're going to go and push this property, reposition it, add value for the client or the tenant, and that will give value for the trust and the investor. The investor gets a projected 16% plus net IRR over 6 to 7 years.
We are acquiring this property in the QE 022 Trust, and as such we have a trust deed for the QE 022 Trust. We also ask the unit holders to sign the unit holders deed, which basically sets out the rules under which the investment will be operated.
Harry, myself, our whole team at Quintessential makes themselves available to investors, and we believe that's a point of difference. So if there's questions the investors have or want answered, we're here, we're available, and we make our mobile telephone numbers available so that they can come to us with any concerns or questions they've got, so that we can give them the comfort that and give them the comfort that will earn their trust for them to place their money with us. And we obviously will make available any due diligence information that they want, or we'll run seminars one-on-one in our office, or we'll visit them.